Hey, how's it going everyone? In this video, we have some news on the real reason why Cesaro left WWE, the ratings for this week's episode of AEW Dynamite, and a lot more. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling news. Jeff Hardy confirms he is headed to AEW. Even though Jeff Hardy is still under his WWE non-compete clause, which won't expire for a few more weeks, it looks like Jeff Hardy has already decided on what he plans to do with his pro wrestling career moving forward. Because during a recent interview on the Jared Myers YouTube channel, Jeff Hardy revealed that he is in fact headed to AEW and is very excited to join the promotion. Therefore, it looks like fans can expect to see Jeff Hardy reunite with his brother Matt in AEW soon. Vince McMahon was pitched to be the leader of Retribution. Now that almost all of the members of Retribution are no longer with WWE, aside from Maddin and Dominic Dijacovic, during a recent appearance on the two-man Power Trip podcast, former Retribution member Shane Thorne revealed that the group pitched to have someone very high up in WWE be their leader. A few names that they suggested were Shane McMahon, Edge, and also Vince McMahon. But ultimately, nothing came to be, and now most of the members of Retribution are no longer with the company. AEW Dynamite sees a significant increase in the ratings this week. Following a massive decrease in the ratings for last week's episode of Dynamite, this week's episode, which featured some very good matches, segments, and also the debut of former WWE superstar Buddy Murphy, bounced back in a very big way. Because according to a new report from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, this week's episode of AEW Dynamite drew 1,010,000 viewers with a .40 in the key demo rating, which is up from last week's show, which drew 869,000 viewers and a .31 in the key demo rating. Real reason why Cesaro left WWE. After the shocking news of Cesaro's sudden departure from WWE, many fans have been left to wonder why he decided to leave after so many years with the company. Well, according to a new report from Fightful.com, WWE actually offered Cesaro a new contract because they wanted him to stay with the company. However, both parties were not able to come to terms on a new deal. It was also stated that because Cesaro let his contract expire, he can theoretically sign with any wrestling company right now and could appear on AEW television as soon as next week. So now guys, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today, starting off with our first topic with Jeff Hardy confirming that he is headed to AEW. And in my opinion guys, I think that Jeff Hardy pretty much going to AEW was already a done deal just because Matt is over there and also all of his friends like the Young Bucks and also a lot of former WWE superstars are in AEW, so I'm not surprised that pretty much Jeff Hardy has already confirmed that he is headed to AEW, and I'm very interested to see what he does in AEW moving forward. Now, the second topic that we talked about was Vince McMahon getting pitched, I guess you could say, to be the leader of Retribution. And during a recent appearance on the two-man Power Trip podcast, former Retribution member Shane Thorne revealed that they wanted to have a leader that was, I guess, very high up in WWE or have a big name. And names that they suggested were Shane McMahon, Edge, and obviously Vince, but none of those names came to be the leader. And ultimately, it was Mustafa Ali who was chosen to be the leader of Retribution, but then we did see them pretty much all get released. But aside from Maddin and Dominic Dijacovic, and in my opinion, I think that it would have been very interesting to see Vince McMahon as the leader of Retribution, but obviously that did not happen. The next topic that we discussed was the ratings for this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. And in my opinion, guys, I think that AEW going back up to 1 million viewers is very good. because last week's episode they drew, I believe, 869,000 viewers, which is a significant drop compared to the episode where Keith Lee made his debut, where they surpassed over 1 million viewers. So it's good to see them get back up to 1 million this week, and hopefully that continues. Now, going on to our next topic, we did discuss the reason why Cesaro left WWE, and I think, guys, that Cesaro being with the company for so many years, I think that they had a lot of opportunities to give him a push, but Vince McMahon didn't like him. According to reports, Vince McMahon thought that he was boring and that he just didn't see him as a main event guy, which is why he wasn't pushed in that way. And now that he has gone from WWE and is a free agent, he can theoretically sign with Impact Wrestling, AEW, and pretty much show up immediately. And I do think that he will get signed by AEW in the very near future. So with that being said, guys, that is all the news that we have for today. Make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed in this video in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.